leading up to this moment, and we are go.
Uh-oh. Okay, I was worried for a second there that one of them had perhaps not seen the timer. Oh boy, that sprite color.
Yeah, Pepe has already begun with bodysuit on.
I don't know, this feels a bit cheaty, I don't know.
It's just how it's how he's comfortable running. Needs a time save. No, he's just running a palette swap. It's really not a big deal whatsoever. Just for flash, just for fun.
Yeah, because I mean, what's the point of speedrunning Super Metroid if you're not having fun, right?
I honestly, yeah, I could not agree anymore. Crunchy. You have to try to have fun somehow. I think somewhat of a discussion going on just like about a day ago about how each runner prefers to approach this game in terms of, like, I don't know, discipline and practice and the time that they invest in it. And honestly, the reason why I'm kind of hyped for Apple and Pepe is the fact that 4310 for Apple and 4161 for Pepe. Is that I'm really calling him Pepe, by the way, addressing papert1ger, but Pepe is known, actually, at least he's really very much proud of being able to run low percent chargeless. That's something he's capable of doing, and he could bust that out too in this race if he wants.
I didn't even know that was a category. I am actually a little bit afraid right now.
Oh, it's pretty scary, and it pretty much teeters on whether it's a category that should be classified as no major glitches or yes major glitches. As for Apple, well, Apple has been demonstrating some of the craziest progression I've seen and growth as an SM runner.
Oh yeah, definitely. He's been very active in the Discord and just been moving up so fast.
So I guess just to give a little bit more info.
Yeah, I like info.
Sorry about that. The info on these runners is Pepe has a 5701 personal best. Meanwhile, Apple has recently PB'd just less than a week ago, just a few days ago, honestly, with a 52.59.
Wow, he's actually getting pretty close to that 50-minute threshold. And for anyone out there who might not know what I'm talking about when I talk about this 50-minute threshold, the Super Metroid Prodigy Tournament is all for the up-and-coming Super Metroid runners, those who haven't quite reached the tippy-top of their game yet. Anyone who is allowed to enter who had a PB in any percent that is longer than 50 minutes.
Yeah, honestly, I really like to consider this tournament as a huge shout out to those that are just not only do they have the same goal to reach sub 50, but you know, we have different runners alike that either they just started learning this game early this year, much like I think Apple might have started late 2018 in learning this game. And then Pepe started learning definitely sometime in 2018 as well.
Oh yeah, it's absolutely just been really cool to see folks of all skill levels join this. Some folks who were learning a new category, or like you said, even just some folks who had never even touched the run before.
Yeah, we have people coming from different speed games as well. It's a really good collect by Apple. Nice kill.
Oh, definitely. That was an explosive finish.
Yeah, it is. That is some bomb chorizo right there.
Oh,
it's a spicy flavor.
While you're talking about chorizo, you're just making me a little bit hungry.
Chorizo is a good breakfast item.
It is. It can be, when it's good and spicy, but I don't think it's quite as spicy as the play we've been seeing so far. Like that first try Alcatraz, just taking care of bomb chorizo like it's no big deal.
Yeah, not even breaking a sweat. Apple just blazing right down Terminator, heading towards Green Brinstar. Pepe finishing up BT. Have an attempt over at Alcatraz as well.
There we go.
Nice and snug that fit for Alcatraz.
All right, Apple first into Green Brinstar. The music is picking up a bit. He's getting himself something, the hottest, spiciest thing yet, some super missiles, but getting them early.
Yeah, that's our first sequence break of the run. It was just the game. Mockball being required to run this game essentially saves you like the biggest time save to avoid having to fight Spore Spawn.
Yep, a boss that we assure you actually exists. Even though you'll never really be seeing it.
I mean, Spore Spawn doesn't have any eyes, so if it can't see us, we can't see it.
I always thought those glowing orange things inside its like body were eyes, and it can only see when it opens its mouth.
That'd be like the second thing in this game that has like an eye in its mouth.
I was just thinking that. It's like, you know, whoever, I don't know who the character designer was for this game, but they just said one day, say, you know what's rad? Eyes in mouths. Let's just use that as our theme going forward. And you designed 2 entire bosses before someone said, hey, stop that.
Yeah, that's a really creative mind, and that man has problems. Yeah. It was yeah. Let me just go ahead and give a shout out to that visionary. It might have been General Manager Gunpei Yokoi.
Oh, it may very well have been. Creative man, that Gunpei Yokoi. He created the Game Boy, you know.
No way.
Yeah, he may very well have actually saved Nintendo with the Game Boy.
Oh, all the more reason. Give him all the bosses with eyes and mouths then. Apple going down Red Tower. It's gonna be only old route. Unless Pepe decides again to like just bust out that 0% chargeless.
Actually, wait, no, I got my stories crossed. He saved Nintendo. He did create the Game Boy, but he saved Nintendo with a toy that he made, which was the first thing that they ever manufactured that, as far as I know, that was not Hanafuda cards. He was a very inventive man, that Gunpei Yokoi.
Man, I swear, rest in peace to him. I think I'm not 100% sure on the lore myself, but I think he passed away shortly after the release of this game.
Yeah, he did. It was a tragic car accident.
Alright then, General Manager Gunpei Yokoi. This race is for you. They're running in your honor. Let's bring it home, Apple and Pepe. Let's see how it goes. Alright, Apple. First boss. Gonna be, yeah, setting up the bomb setup for the Great.
Missile strat. Oh. papert1ger having a little bit of trouble there with the key hunters, though.
Calculated energy for Pepe, but Apple landing the Great Quick Kill. Really good job. Gonna have Pepe have a go at it as well. So essentially, Kraid has 1,000 energy. Missiles deal 100, and super missiles deal 300 each. What Pepe's gonna do, pretty sure he's going for the charge shot method. So he doesn't have missiles selected. The charge shot, oh yeah, he doesn't do the charge shot. Oh, but that's bad rock RNG.
Ooh.
So essentially, yeah, he had really bad rock RNG. Not the ones that rise when as like Kraid is rising as well, but sometimes you can get Kraid to spit rocks early, and it's really annoying. But again, oh, he should almost be done. It just needs to land a couple of more missiles.
Come on, open your mouth, Kraid. I know you're hungry. Oh, how did none of those connect? I think only one of those connected. Ooh.
It's okay. It's okay. He's a licensed professional.
Keeping it cool as a cucumber.
Good. That's good. He's getting out of perfect. Oh gosh, he was able to get out of the health bomb zone. Anytime you drop below 30 and you don't get your health back up above 50, you will have enemies only drop.
Yeah, and that's less than ideal, because he's going to need some missiles and supers to deal with doors down in Norfair.
Oh, I see the Apple initially missed the little Sova when entering the high jump tank room.
That's always unfortunate.
Not a big deal. Pepe also picking up the great E-tank. It's a really good safety item. How many tanks do you take?
At the moment, I take 5. I drop down from 6, and I feel it's a pretty comfortable number for where I'm at.
So I feel like you're going Great Tank and Ridley?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, that's a really comfy. Those are comfy E-tanks. I feel like those are the E-tanks that you could just honestly take down or take with you all the way sub 50 as well. Like if you can do that, it should speak volumes about your movement.
Yeah, and they're also just really convenient, because, I mean, the Kraid one is right after you fight Kraid, and you might need a refill, and the Ridley one is right before you go fight Ridley, and you're probably hurting after Lower Norfair, so... The refill is another nice bonus of grabbing them when you do. At least that's how I look at it.
It's a good grab time for Apple. getting speed booster, which it's pretty much necessary if you're gonna speed run a game. Gives you speed.
That's right there in the name.
Just as long as it does what it says, I feel like we're perfectly fine.
Hopefully it actually does make you faster and it's not just some weird marketing jargon. I wouldn't put it past the Chozo.
Yeah, those Chozo. It's fair. They're like what were they doing? You know, making Spacer.
I mean, I don't know, but some of these power-ups are for the birds.
Yeah. They need it too. I never. Can they use these power-ups?
I mean,
how come they don't ever use them?
I'd imagine so, but I think a lot of them are just dead.
Yeah, that's
Ooh,
the extinct bird species. Oh yeah, the pseudo screw.
Yeah, and I don't think I actually ever seen use the pseudo screw there like that. That was pretty slick. I liked it.
Yeah, it's a good strat. I had not seen that either. Moreover, Pepe with the Mach Ball over the speed.
That's actually one thing I'm really enjoying about this tournament is that you know, you can all says, oh, you can just watch a really good run and copy that, and yeah, you can do that. But we're seeing a lot of these runners either using unorthodox strats or just coming up with their own stuff, and it's really solid.
Yeah, majority of the rooms kind of happen to follow I feel it's kind of like a cookie cutter, you know, and that's obviously it's because the strats have upheld the test of time. What's faster is obviously faster, and it shows. But sometimes some strats are a little tricky, and I think it's perfect. I think it's better for a runner to be able to kind of work their way up into getting like the more difficult strats down. See, like this one, for example, Apple wall jumps from the right and then jumps over to the left in order to try to set up for the down grab red tower strat.
That was really cool. I've never seen that.
Yeah, it's like I always like to call those like small little differences in runners kind of like flavors to their peppering in a little spice into their runs, you know.
Yeah, it's true. It's like and once you've been around long enough, I'm starting to think that in some cases you might actually be able to tell who does a run based on how they handle a sequence of rooms.
Yeah, everyone I feel like has like their own signature thing going on. Ooh, I am liking and respecting.
Absolutely, and his energy's looking really good too. So he doesn't. It's like he could take a ship refill, but nah, just take this one. He's doing fine. Oh, especially with that big energy. Oh yeah.
And the farmable energy that's also right before Fantoon. It's also...
Oh yeah.
I feel like that makes sense because Apple did go for Alpha Spark.
Yeah, which is definitely a cool trick, but considering I always like I like the trick a lot, but I always kind of have to kind of weigh it because you're going to be doing 2 shine sparks to get in direct ship already, so you don't want your energy to drop too low.
Correct. I feel like a lot of people really just do love the flashiness of a good old-fashioned shine. But it's always important to take into consideration that when you do Shine Spark, you will lose. Well, you pretty much lose energy. Like, that's the trade-off.
Yeah. It's actually one way I've been seeing some folks, and I like to do it myself sometimes too, depending on how I'm feeling. We'll do that Shine Spark across the ocean a little bit higher to bonk on that low ceiling, so they can just have just a little bit more energy. And you don't really lose much time just having to walk across that one platform.
Less RNG for Apple. Here we go. Phantoon. What a boss.
Phantoon. Phantoon has caused an end to many runs in this tournament so far. He is not a friendly ghost. Thankfully, we've seen a whole lot of Phantoon strats be shared in the Discord, and folks have been learning how to deal with them a lot more effectively. Ooh, I like that. Although, curious way to try to set up the X Factor. Now he's just kind of stuck not being able to shoot. Oh my gosh. Pepe's color change for the power bombs are, Apple doing some missile Dopplers. Oh, I call shenanigans on that. Those missiles went right through Phantoon's eye and he did not get hit. And I like Pepe's spark there over the ocean. He jumped out extra far, so there was less distance to travel, and he bonked on that overhang. Coming in with a really strong energy. And Apple has taken care of the Phantoon. Get out of here, Ghost. A little bit of a high five through the doorway there. We're all just having a chill time here. Super Metroid Prodigy Tournament. This is Super Metroid After Dark. Oh, it's not going to be dark for much longer, because Pepe is about to take care of Phantoon and turn the lights back on. There's a Spider-Man Broadway musical joke here somewhere, but I can't remember and I'm just not going to make it. But oh gosh. X Factor with blue particles? There's just so much blue going on here. Meanwhile, Apple tackling the attic here. Ooh, not quite taking care of that flying key hunter there. Losing a little bit of time, but still doing all right. Energy's looking good. Just has to take care of a couple of atomics, one more key hunter, and Pepe looks like he might have gotten the... Oh, just... There we go. One missile sealed the deal. He was so close to death, but he finishes that fight. Let me tell you, nothing puts a smile on my face quite like a distorting body of a ghost. Wait, does that even make sense?
It does.
It's hard. Oh,
I feel like it does.
I think it does. I'm going to be honest, I'm both curious and a little bit frightened to see what Pepe's gravity suit color is going to be.
Oh, it's the most adorable, cutest color of all time ever. It'll surprise you. Stay tuned.
All right. Now I anticipate it still with equal parts delight and terror.
No, trust me. There's light at the end of this haunted house that is Rex ship.
It's the bright white suit, isn't it?
No, that's really scary. I like that one, but
Okay, because when you said there's a light at the end of the wrecked ship, I'm like, it's the bright white one. You're just being cute.
Oh, yeah. I'm just being cute for that, but no. Rest assured that you can rest assured.
Okay, that's a lot of resting assured. If I can't rest for realsies because insomnia, then I'm certainly going to rest assured.
Trust me, Crunchy, I would not lead you astray. Apple with the gravity suit pickup.
Yeah. Stylishly rocking that purple.
Yeah, gravity suit with the ability to pretty much just negate all gravity across all dimensions.
It's kind of funny. It's called the gravity suit, but it doesn't make you jump higher or float or anything. It just makes you lets you move through liquid. So why don't they call it the fluid dynamic suit?
I actually have no idea. It sounds like a Super Metroid name. Like, that's the right title to be calling something. The Super Dynamic Fluid Suit.
You know, I just looking at Pepe's screen with the blue morph ball like that. It actually does look like the Chozo statue is carrying a bowling ball.
Yeah, what must be one of those easy ones. The kind that I can lift.
You prefer the lighter bowling balls when you hit the lanes?
Yeah, I just have to like act like they're really heavy and let nobody around my ball or like try to like check to see the weight on it, and then it's like, yeah, I'm a professional.
Oh, that seems valid, and that is an interesting shade of
gravity.
Yeah, I hesitate to call it. I guess it is kind of a purple, perhaps maybe a bit more of a fuchsia.
That's fuchsia to Yusa. That is what Pepe is telling us. So okay, we'll respect it and not neglect it.
All right.
Apple. Really digging how healthy Apple is right now entering the Batoon fight.
Oh yeah.
And I feel like maybe Pepe will be hitting up Slowly's refees as well. Just have a safe fight with bots.
I would not be surprised if he does. I would even go so far as to say I kind of hope he does. Okay.
Yeah, because it didn't look like he stopped to farm over at Heckway, and pardon my heck.
Okay, I'll forgive you this time.
Okay.
Oh, that was such a good Batoon fight from Apple. That was so fast.
Yeah, that one round. Now, okay. So Apple is actually looking pretty good. Oh wow, those power bomb drops. Apple's in a really good position for the Dragon fight right now.
Absolutely. And he's setting up, getting himself a halfie right here.
Yeah, I feel like that's the least risky.
And yeah, that was less of a halfie and more of a 30, I think.
No, for sure that's a halfie without a doubt.
Is it? Okay,
Yeah.
I thought the halfie hit the ceiling, not the low part there.
Oh no, definitely halfie. Oh,
okay.
Safety here. That also makes sense to me.
Ooh, I like that as well. Yeah. But no, I'm a little bit too used to seeing full halfie. I don't see too many folks do classic halfie, so I forget what it looks like a little bit.
Yeah. And this, like, I want to say halfie is actually worth it up until you optimize your Coliseum runs without Happy, or at least if you can like. Oh, Pepe. Oh, he was going with the swag setup. Shout out to D called. I applaud him for attempting it though. I think like adding a little flair.
Well, yeah. Anything worth doing is worth doing stylishly. Ooh, diagonal shine spark.
Yeah, I believe Apple's input might have been a little too fast, but essentially the spark was going to be calculated.
A little bit too high on that shine spark. You might have been able to finish it there. Oh gosh.
Ooh.
Jumping. Avoiding the goop, I like it. Ooh,
Goop kid's afraid to leave his goop.
Dragon is so close to death.
I was wondering if Apple was gonna go for it, but I feel like at this point it might not be worth it, and I'm pretty sure that yes, with the ammo that Apple had, Dragon is down. Perfect. Scary, but if you let that fight persist, it does get a little bit more complicated.
Oh yeah, especially if you start dropping under 100 energy, shine sparking becomes a lot more dangerous and less useful. Because I don't think we really encounter in this route much, but if at all. But if you hit 30 energy, you just can't shine spark anymore.
Yeah, once you drop below 30, you're pretty much just a people duck.
Oh, I didn't realize it was that bad.
Yeah, it's a little bad, but it's cute at least.
Oh yeah, I suppose if you're a sitting duck, you might as well be a peepo duck. Alright.
Pepe's turn to shine. Spark. Oh god, I'm so good. Kind of bad though.
I don't know if he even needs to do that. It looks like his suit's doing plenty of shining on its own. Or maybe that's just his sparkling personality. Oh, did you see that Apple was trying to go for plasma spark?
Wanting that bounty. And I've seen Apple do it too. Apple's definitely one of the ones that grinds out the swag. Obviously for like an optimal room. And just because the movement, when you really get the hang of it, feels really good to try new things. And
oh yeah, this game more than more than any other game I've played at least, pulling off room strats and just cleanly moving through a room, doing a lot of complex sequence of movement, just is so incredibly satisfying.
Pepe's fight, like his sparks are so on point. Nice job! Wow, look at that.
And he gets the
suit.
He gets the Dayglow suit.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Somebody call Cherry Poppin' Daddies. We got a Zoot Suit riot going on right here. And it's only one person.
So what Pepe has is pretty much a blue suit, storing a you pretty much have echoes, and you could press down at any moment and charge a shine spark. If you don't use it, it's perfectly fine. Just so long as wow, look at that reverse Happy. So long as you don't press the dash input, you will be able to keep that state. I think sometimes sand can mess it up for you though.
Yeah,
So unless you use up your spark, you press dash or something happens with I think it might be just sand kind of just ruins it for you. You know how sand can get.
yeah. Sand and anything involving speed booster in this game are a bit special. Like I discovered the other day what happens when you the fish got in the way.
Yeah, darn fish. That's why my fish is the best.
Didn't get in the way.
It really doesn't. It actually goes out of your it goes out the way pretty much.
Yeah, it gives you space.
Definitely does not want any problem. Excellent ice escape for Apple. Hey, do you think when the baby Metroid sees Apple going over to rescue it, do you think the baby Metroid calls Apple the apple of its eye?
I mean, maybe, but I don't think Metroids have eyes.
Oh yeah, that's true. Feels
And
bad, man.
and apple of its membrane just doesn't quite roll off the tongue as well.
I'm gonna say that to someone. You're the apple of my member. And see how they receive it. I'm pretty sure it will have the same meaning. Like, oh, that's the sweetest thing you've ever said to me.
And that's the story of how we got together.
Yeah.
Here we are, just helping everyone out there learn the best words to say.
I'm really liking Pepe's run right now. So he's also blazing through.
Oh, looks like we're going to get ourselves some pillar sparks from Apple, although his health is... Oh, no!
Yeah, yes. So this is definitely that's the safer method. It's like about just a little bit slower, but at least you conserve the energy.
Oh, yeah.
Really great job.
It's actually interesting considering that shine sparks drain energy and that a lot of times you're kind of treating it as a very limited resource. I'm surprised that we haven't figured out more ways to use space boosts in other spots.
Yeah, if only we had the ability to respin or something.
Oh gosh, yeah, respin would make them so very, very useful.
Yeah, that you'd be getting a lot of swag. But I think on top of that, part of it might have to be if the doors would open a little faster.
Oh, that's an excellent point. Because the doors in this game are just unforgivably slow sometimes. Like you can't even see the blue part of the door anymore, and you still bonk into it with a horizontal shine spark. Just feels bad, man. Feels real bad.
Well, good attempt for Pepe. But alright. Apple with the nice juke in the hoppers and their leg warmers. Telling them it's time to get physical. Got nothing on Apple.
Gosh, I didn't realize you were such a big fan of Ms. Olivia Newton-John.
Well, I mean, it's just that Samus is so flexible. Oh, almost powerhousing it. Samus is really flexible. She just knows how to have a ball.
I mean, it's absolutely true. Anytime, I'm sure she's never afraid to go out for a spin.
That's so true. How right you are, Crunchy. Ladies and gentlemen, Crunchy, give this man a follow. This is the best commentator in the world that you'll ever hear right now.
No, this is Crunchy After Dark here. I'm just a bit low key, just taking it easy, having a chill time because I don't want to wake up my entire block.
Hold up, nice job, Pepe. Also getting these the space boost pillars. I'm just gonna call it that because what.
Meanwhile, Apple just taking care of business over here with Ridley.
Really should be almost dead to death again. That's the last shot.
At least I should.
Went into Pogo. Oh, there, but just jumps into the claws.
There we go. And I mean, the worst thing about Ridley is that he can, without even exaggerating, sometimes just be dead to life and still kill you. So you just don't want that.
Excellent job, Apple, picking up the Ridley tank and should be making headway to G.
Yeah, it's on his way to Turian now.
Pepe also looking really healthy. Oh, Apple almost had the reverse powerhouse too. So the shot wasn't late enough. Pepe just rolled right underneath all those hoppers. Is funny.
Those side hoppers in that room are a bit of an odd bunch. It seems that they're not always in the same places, and sometimes you can roll under them, and sometimes they just land on you. Now Apple's got to get past the key hunters again. I sure wish someone would teach them how to touch type because key hunting is not a very efficient way of using a keyboard.
Nope. Also, their posture is like really stiff. They just kind of like.
They're slouching.
Yeah. But they stay in that position. I definitely wouldn't. No.
Need seriously would benefit from some ergonomics.
Or at least a little bit more movement as well in their because you have the leg warmer hoppers that are like down to get physical, and then this lazy bunch, I don't know, doesn't really do much. Just lets the wings do all the flapping.
It's true. Some of them maybe even had legs once, but they just did all the flying, and now they fell off. Ooh, Pepe having some... Oh, there we go.
Good kill by Pepe as well.
Both of them finishing off the 4 main bosses, going to be on their way to Turian.
So looking at Apple's time, should be running about a 54 page. And I know that Apple also goes for baby skip. So it could be really depends on the movement. I've seen Apple actually has one of the best Metroid rooms that I've seen all tournament.
Really?
Yes, it's actually quite a treat. Like I'll just direct your eyes to the Metroid rooms that Apple does. It's a really good site.
Oh, and Apple just leaving the fish to be. I mean, I don't know. That fish seems like a bit of a solitary sort. Probably whenever someone shows up like Samus, I mean, it's just fish is probably just happy to be Meridia.
Yeah, the fish just chills. Doesn't do much. Really, honestly, doesn't.
Oh. Alright, Paper having to take care of those 3 musketeers.
I know he's a fan of killing them because it's certainly much, much faster. That and Pinocchio W, 3 Musketeers, to be honest. Apple is really good ammo.
Oh yeah, 8 Super is going to Turing. Looks real nice.
It's looking like ammo_for ammo_for you ammo. It's looking good. Oh, Pepe didn't get the a power bomb. That's fine. Just a little detour. In the same room, of course.
Get the suitably dramatic music. I have to wonder though, is this common workplace practice in the future where when you work somewhere they make a golden statue of you that fades and turns dark when you die?
Yeah, it's just like a... It's where they keep your soul, pretty much.
Gosh, this is a very bleak corporate future here.
I mean, your boss is a mother brain. Doesn't look too friendly.
I mean, I thought Ridley was the boss. MB is just the brains of the outfit.
Let's see. It's the brains. Yeah. Crunchy.
Yes?
You're the best of the best.
Oh my... Oh gosh, that was so cool.
Right?
That was so cool. Oh no, did Pepe kill the fish?
No, no. Pepe is a smart lad and a good boy, and he loves him the way I love him. Alright.
Alright, here we go.
Pepe should be entering Torian very much soon. And now... Here's one more.
So, asked Apple before this race if he was going to attempt baby skip, and he said maybe.
Well, spoiler alert. They did. Excellent job, Apple, on that baby.
That was It's a little bit dicey there for a moment, just looping around, but able to seal the deal.
I feel like juking the baby like that, just skipping the baby, is a really good. It's like a parent goal, you know, or like you wish you could do that IRL. Like I feel like parents actually do wish that they could perfect this strat.
I mean, it's an important part of growing up is, you know, play, you know, and you help the kids learn how to walk, and or in this case, you teach them how to float around, because, you know, you have to learn how to float before you can walk. Hang on, I think I lost track of that sentence.
Yeah, all I was gonna say was like, you gotta learn how to float before you can goat. But I don't know why I said that. I think just because of the whatever floats you goat thing.
Oh my gosh. So what you're trying to say is that after Omega, Metroids just evolve into goats.
And thus you have legendary speedrunner Osagos, yes.
Never realized baby goats were so horrifying.
Up for Apple.
Ooh, there's the ketchup.
Ooh, there it is. They made a... Ooh, there it is again. I'm pretty sure that song was made just for this moment, too. Whoop, there it was. I just gotta get those Metroids off.
Okay, got him. Ooh, Pepe also having a pretty strong start to that third Metroid room. Just hitting those first two like that is just so cool.
And it's already full on everything. Energy, missiles, super missiles, and super bombs as well.
Just... everything's just looking real super heading into the baby.
I know the major thing that Apple wanted out of this run was, I mean, and for sure was to be able to complete the run without dying. And I think Pepe also had that in mind. Knew that the odds were stacked against him, but he just wanted to be able to make it through the run and just not die. So I know for sure this is Apple's first run in the tournament that is deathless. Apple always like just would just get right back up and finish the race each time these past few runs. So well merited this win.
So he's got to be feeling pretty great right now, just shooting rainbows at Mother Brain here. Finishing off Mother Brain 3 right as Pepe heads into Mother Brain's room here.
Nice first try, Zep skip for Pepe.
You know, for Apple, Mother Brain done and dusted. Got so much ammo, he has nothing to worry about with Mother Brain 1 here.
Here we are, entering Mother Brain 2. Pepe is kind of waving his arms around. It's like, wake up. You gotta die.
I'm gonna be honest, if someone woke me up and told me that, I would probably also respond by spitting out exploding hamburgers and
naturally, of course.
I mean, I feel it's a pretty natural response from anybody, honestly. And I also noticed both of them are being a bit more cautious running into Mother Brain's leg there. Because I think we have seen at least one occasion, I think on one occasion, where someone accidentally turned inside Mother Brain's leg and took 2 or 3 hits, and dropped below 300 energy.
That's really all it takes.
And Apple, just like that.
I like how Apple just kind of cleaned Samus's shoes off before entering the ship and getting it dirtier.
Well, it's only a polite thing to do. I mean, I don't know about you, I take my shoes off when I get home.
That's true. I do that too. But yeah, good game, Apple.
The official SRL time of 55:22. Steve, you might want to come inside and have a few words. Meanwhile, Pepe is apparently using alternate music. Oh, he's using that thing on the SD to SNES, isn't he?
It's actually just the MSU one hack able to customize the music. And so you have this really cool soundtrack.
Oh no.
Poor baby. The song.
And here it is, Apple. Congratulations and GG.
Good morning.
Good morning. Congrats on the win. How do you feel?
Well, that's my first time not dying, so I'll take it. Other than that, that was pretty scary. Like, actually, I felt. I mean, maybe I felt like it was closer than it was, honestly, or like I felt like I was closer to dying than I was, or like I felt that there was more risk than there was, or something like that. But I felt pretty dangerous. I mean,
I guess I know for sure the Dragon moment is probably the one that stands out to me. That seems kind of a little bit more risky. It was getting kind of close, and I know you weren't gonna be able to spark at the end for the.
I don't have enough practice on the Dragon like that, along with without ammo especially. Like I came in with no ammo. That was one thing I was worrying about. So I was hoping I could get it down in 3 sparks, but it didn't happen. So I ended up having to play the long game. Other than that, Mother Brain actually almost killed me.
Yeah, that was also a thing.
That's why I don't get 5. That's why I get 5 tanks, because I feel like my Mother Brain was not ready yet. So I feel like I was pretty close to dying there.
Yeah, one of those catch-ups got really close.
I feel like that was probably not one of my better runs, but also I'm glad I made it through. I finished the run, and that's something I've been trying to practice in the last couple of weeks, is being able to finish runs like that, being able to handle the weird situations. I just need more experience, so hopefully that helped.
Yeah, I pointed it out too that your main focus, obviously your main objective, aside from just because every single time that you race, you always complete your runs, and I think what you wanted most out of this was to be able to complete the run without dying.
That was definitely a goal tonight, but I didn't want to like bet on that, so I did take a lot. I did decide before the race I was going to take a lot of saves. I ended up taking more than I originally planned, actually, but I did plan to take some saves during the race. To be careful about it. I was aware of some of the parts of the run being potentially dangerous at one point. Well, and I guess it was a good thing that I did, considering how Dragon went and how Mother Brain went, even if I got through safely.
Was
shout out to BB Skip.
Oh yeah, yeah. Good job on that one.
A little slow, but I haven't. actually gotten that in too many runs, so that's nice. That was also something I practiced recently.
Shows the consistency, and I feel like that's the type of strat that you'd kind of easily get down yourself. I don't know how much time you spent practicing that, but it does take a little bit before it starts becoming part of your actual runs, and it doesn't seem as, not that it would be stressful right now in like a run like this, but it's always a relief to see that, like, oh, I got it in a run, and it's if it kind of, I feel, validates the run for yourself. Like, oh well, the run might have been but at least I got baby skip.
A good game. Let's see, what else? Anything else?
So was the save before Fantoon? I'm pretty sure that one was planned. Or was that also
that was partially planned. I thought it might happen. I ended up deciding to go with it because I sparked on the way there.
The alpha?
Yeah, the alpha spark.
Yeah.
But with the amount of health I had, honestly, it probably would have been okay to skip it. Save. That said, Fantoon didn't go cleanly, so... Some parts of the run were scary. As far as movement... Oh yeah, I also forgot about Kraid. I had to farm before Kraid, because I insisted on getting the missile. I forget why I didn't have... Oh yeah, I missed the super on the way into the mouth. I insisted on getting that missile for the quick kill. If I had practiced the charge shot version, I could have done that instead, but since I haven't practiced that, I didn't want to go for it, so I insisted on the missile version. I'm not sure what else. Let's see.
Movement wise, also looking into, I mean, I don't know how you felt about your Meridian escape or escaping a wrecked ship, or Norfair. You felt to be okay?
Ridley was probably a bit slow, I think. Or I farmed beforehand for safety. I saved there too. That was not intended, but I had low health going in. Oh yeah, I did the what do you call it, space booster into pillars because
also to conserve energy. Yeah.
Yeah. I haven't actually done that very much, so I'm glad I didn't bonk.
It was cool that you and Pepe both got that strat, actually.
Really? That's nice.
Yeah. Yeah, it was... and it's also a strat that you don't really see. I feel like that type of strat is... I feel like it's mostly a race strat. Because I don't see it done in runs.
Honestly, like a lot of the time in a run, I would have just done Pillar Spark and gone with it. But then right after that, I got hit and worst room in the game. So, like, the safety starts paid off in the end. Like, I don't know if I'd do it again, but they did kind of work in this run, or at least they showed that they were maybe a good idea. I wasn't playing. I probably wasn't playing at top form in that run, but I still finished, and I'm glad about that.
Yeah, I think you would eyeball it and see how it goes. Also, we have Pepe in the call with us as well. GG, dude.
GG. Well played, Apple.
Again? Definitely look at the VOD afterward. I remind myself exactly what I did, because sometimes I don't remember exactly the reason why I did things.
You see, look at these prodigies. They learn by watching themselves and themselves only. Watch no one else. I'm just kidding.
That'd be why.
But no, yeah, obviously the review is good.
That'd be why I don't learn anything ever then, because I never watch myself back either.
Oh, you don't?
Nah.
So humble.
Yeah, well, the start of that run was pretty terrible. The back half was okay, so... kind of what it is.
I mean, is there anything that you feel like stood out for you? A highlight of your run that you just kind of like, oh, that's me, you know? Your Dragon fight was good.
No, the dragon fight was horrible.
You
Like
think
I
so?
just,
The
I straight
spark,
up
I mean, at
forgot
least
how
the
to.
sparks look
I,
good.
I just forgot how to short charge for about 30 seconds, and then that's kind of made me super surprised to get the like space boost through pillars and then the speedball out of wasteland, because those are like way harder short charges. But yeah, that decalled Fortune X Factor. I've sort of forgotten how to do it again.
Oh, yeah.
Actually reminds me, if you don't mind, an introduction.
Ah.
So Wasteland, I've been having trouble with that recently, and I actually got it this time. So then afterward, like the Kung Fu Pirates dropped like no energy. You catch that?
Oh no, I didn't. I didn't know that it was that bad. But I guess.
Well, I mean, not no energy, but more or less. Like I came in with pretty good energy for how I expected it, and then I came out with not much compared to what I wanted.
Which explains why you ended up farming before Ridley.
Yeah. Sorry for it. Go on.
Yeah, well, that's about it from me. But GG again, Apple. And yeah, thanks for commentating, Sophie.
Yeah, it was Crunchy, where you at?
Oh, and Crunchy, cool, awesome. Thank you too.
Yeah, absolutely.
So yeah. See you all soon, everyone.
I get a lot of sleep, dude.
Yeah, I'm going straight back to bed.
Yeah, if I should do the same. But yeah, any like final closing thoughts? Either one.
I feel like I did what I wanted to do, so that's good. Otherwise, it was a race.
Yeah, it was a race that happened. I'm just happy I didn't die to Ridley again, to be honest. That's about it, really.
That would have been really bad. Yep. To let one go before we go. But yeah, thank you. Oh, of course, the most important part is follow these runners. Legends, I'm telling you. You saw what they did. And they're only getting better. So please keep up with them. All right, we still have a lot more of this tournament for the rest of the day, especially more weeks to come with more races. I have been myself, Crunchy. Thank you so much for joining me in commentary.
Yeah, thanks for letting me tag along.
And yeah, everyone have a good day, night, morning thing in life. Yeah.
Have a good period of day.
Bye.
So long.